Greetings and welcome, my junior doctors, to another episode of Let's Play Galacticare. Well, last we left off, we've almost finished restoring real space. We just need to restore Titan, so just need a few more canisters where I filled up. But aside from some foreseen deaths, things are going quite well. The overall vibes in the station are good. They definitely seem to be throwing patients at me, so that's kind of nice.
Hello?
You're angry because you're not getting any food and water? There is a vending station over there, but I guess you can't see it. Or it's just too busy. But you know, I can understand.
Meteor strike incoming, Director.
What?
Bravo, Director. The canisters are ready for delivery, and with my simulated fingers crossed, the shuttle is now ready for your dispatch order, Director.
Alright, let's go fix Titan.
You're imbeciles, clinging to the false constants of a hopeless world. We would have saved it all.
Not particularly interested, I'm afraid.
Behold our indomitable power! The combo deal is mine! Odious, away!
You splendid b****s! I knew you had it in you!
A pleasure to hear your voice again, Mum. I hope your stint in polygonal reality wasn't unduly miserable.
Whenever we moved, we made bleepy bloopy noises. It was maddening. Intriguing that our consciousness functioned normally, though. I suspect the Cabal weren't your typical corporate APs. Whatever technology caused this was far more advanced than anything I've seen.
Yes, quite peculiar. We've plenty of data to pore over whenever you can return to the station, Ms. Orion.
Oh, I can't even imagine! I'll be with you in a jiffy.
Hello, it's me again. Picked that up just for you. Think that one's new. Perfect.
Alright.
A reality collapse very dexterously avoided, Director. A genuine pleasure to watch you work. I doubt we'll struggle to negotiate any more medical contracts after something like this. It's not every day a private healthcare company saves a solar system, after all.
Galacticares! It is I, Dorian Salazar, full of life's precious gusto. Once more, I need your help. I understand if you'd rather not, with acknowledgements that I have been a truly precious tit and a half. But I seem to have found myself waking amidst a rather desperate and head-exploding situation. I was dispatched to a mining colony to serve out my days as a laborer, and the bloody computers put a mind control chip in my head, as well as the heads of at least 100 other Salazon employees. The chips seem to have stopped working, but the bombs in them, I'm afraid to say, are perfectly functional, as evidenced by my being drenched in the meaty goop of my former secretary. I didn't know who else to call. I shall await you on the far edges of known space. Godspeed, Galacticares.
Well, that didn't take long. We're all ready to proceed when you are, Director. Though this system could gratefully benefit from any further support you fancy providing.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go to the next level. That was kind of fun. And genuine threats to be dealt with. Now, on to something slightly less settling. TikTok. Anything new unlocked that I particularly want? Pretty much got the basics out of the way. Purchase a couple of bonus items.
Well, this is rather a surprise. Mr. Salazar has given us coordinates to an obscure nebula in which he and other Salazon employees were interned for a spot of forced labor. More concerningly, it sounds as though people are, well, exploding. I'm not the biggest fan of the fellow, Director. He's been a titanic pain in the arse, quite frankly. But it doesn't feel right to leave him or his colleagues to die in the dark.
Indeed. Let's save a patient. Save the galaxy. One patient at a time. Even if that patient is Salazon Salazar. Now for a quite dark level. Evidenced by this little fanciful display.
Butter my crepes, Director. We knew it'd be grim out here, but this is a calamity. Have they been harvesting colossals?
Galacticares? Is that you? I can't see what's outside through all the brain matter jamming up the bloody screen.
Yes, Mr. Salazar. Did you say brain matter?
Afraid so, robot. I woke up naked, confused, with a strange device jammed into my cocoa nut. Gently, my sister's dog walker and Salazon accountant promptly exploded and coated the view screen with his mind jelly. Suffice it to say, we've been trying to get the bloody things out of our heads. But there are a lot of implants over here, Galacticares, and only so many screwdrivers.
I see. My condolences regarding Genly, sir. We've some poor implanted fellows here with us, in fact.
Does anybody know why there are no coffee machines in here?
Good grief.
Director, with Baz's help, I've been rooting around in the deceased colossals, trying to figure out exactly what the Cabal were up to. I'm going to trust you to help Mr. Salazar save as many of these poor souls as you can. Sorry for the squelching.
We will recover the memories of my fallen brood from this nest of butchery. Had we only known.
Well, that's all rather a lot, Director. I suppose we should get straight to the business of the day.
When you chaps are ready, I'll send you the first group. The ones whose implants are ominously vibrating the most. I'm not sure if that's how the brain bombs work, but it is quite irritating.
Right. Well, we get to pick our own consultants for this one. Let's get El Prince. I think Twiggy Pop can have another go. What else do we need? No, we already don't need. I don't really want Otto for this one. Not for any particular reason, I don't want him. Go with Ultra Exote. Alright, so time to set up And we've got some new plants. So of course, we get everything we just bought, gained from the last level. Otherwise, it was blinking in my face. I don't have too much craftium to start out with, so can't really do much fancy stuff. Also, I don't recall exactly the condition. I have an overview just yet. I don't recall exactly what will light from these. Obviously, the basics. Think might be a parasitology thing. It could be anything really. Well, let's at least get a skin lamp, because that seems to be something we'll always need. I mean, obviously we are also gonna get other patients. Build the rooms as cozy as possible. We can get all the rooms, but owning chamber seems like a good idea. Might also need projectile medicine. Sure where I'm gonna fit that. We could probably fit that in here. Actually create the other version of this. And spruce up the room a little bit more. Still need a window. A door. Right, well decorated. Take it. Save this in projectile, right? Then we'll shift you over a block so you're a little bit snugly in there. Same with this one actually. A bit more space. After all, we don't really need people to be able to pass through here too much, because that's the staff room. I mean, technically this space probably would be nice for a projectile medicine, but it's too small. Laser surgery probably will need. Else. Rest is just too big a room. may be able to fit a parasitology. Alright, that's about as many basic rooms as I can get. Let's open her up.
The first shuttle is on its way to you. Fair Galacticares, I wouldn't get too attached to your decor.
I wasn't particularly planning on, but oh yeah.
Director, the first patients with the implant things in their heads have arrived.
Quite right, Minnie. These patients have been classified as danger level 4. They'll deteriorate very quickly if not seen to, and are more likely to perish in treatment. We should ensure we're using happy, well-trained cerebral rehab experts to treat them in order to avoid more casualties than necessary. I suggest we also keep them clear of anything that might stain particularly easily. It might also be worth accelerating our research into this condition, which will further reduce the rate of unfortunate accidents during treatment.
You know, would it be nice to be able to see that condition before I build stuff? Cerebral rehab is one of the things I did not build. Right. Gonna be a bit tricky. We don't need Zen Garden right now. Just let me place the darn thing. Wrong one. Right one. There we go. Royalty is the Cabal implant. Here. Alright, let's find some recruits. I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll take you. Alright.
Treatment.
There's more where that came from, Galacticares. It's heaving to the gills over here.
I'm not sure that's a saying. I can't imagine we'd expect to save everyone, Director, but we'll give it our best crack.
Well, something is gonna crack. But that'll do for this episode. Watching? Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.